Yeah, so I figured this would be the best time to tell you. I'm not doing no post production, no teleporting into my chair, all super excited to be here like I then just spent 12 hours trying to learn how to do that. I'm not doing none of that. Matter of fact, you guys not even getting a thumbnail for none of these videos. I'm hoping the title's gonna be enough to get subscribers. Oh man, I'm breaking the meta over here. Holy shit. Alright, this would be a perfect time to roll the damn intro.
I'm your dealer.
Alright, I gotta make sure it's actually recording this time. It wasn't recording the last time. So what's going on, everybody? Thanks again for coming on back. And just some update. I start school on the 27th, which is Monday. On the 24th, which is Friday, I should be having another orientation thing. I guess it's where everybody gathers and they give me whatever information they need to give me, and I get to say hi to everybody. So far we have, I want to say, probably about 80 students or something like that. I haven't really sat there and counted everybody, but we're all excited to start and get to know each other. Now, we say get to know each other, but knowing how other software programmers and everybody else is, we're very antisocial. So you put us behind the screen and we can type all day and everybody's all excited to say something, but once we actually got to talk to each other, we're just gonna stare each other in the eyes and try to, I guess, to see who's the first one to say something. That's just how we are. uh, but and I've actually been thinking about whether or not I want to get rid of the beard and stuff. I got the Logan Wolverine special edition beard. So, but I'm just worried that it would mess up my Bitmoji because it looks just like me right now. I think, I don't know, I got it somewhere, but it would mess up the damn Bitmoji, and I'd have to go back and set that thing up to not have a beard, and I think the Bitmoji would look a lot weirder than I do in real life, and so I don't think I could live with that. So what I've been doing for the past week is actually working with React and trying to put APIs in there and just mess around with a bunch of things, just get more comfortable with it. That way when it does come around, I already have some of the basic concepts. I'm still having issues with just being able to fully understand the set states and all that. Between set state and props, which are some of the main functions of ES 2015 and React, and so the basics, I got it down. It's just the more advanced things. Working with APIs can be pretty fun as long as you know what you're doing and what information you're getting. So that's a plus right there. I just like to stay a little bit ahead if I can. Right now, I'm actually going to be just reviewing some of the stuff on compilers for CSS because the entire time I was pretty much self-teaching, there wasn't much coverage on compilers. You would go from HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, you might mess around with Flexbox or something, do some jQuery, then go to JavaScript and do a whole bunch of stuff there, flip back and forth between frameworks and libraries and see which ones you like. But nowhere in there does somebody ever tell you really, to stop and let's look at some compilers. You may hear about them. I know I did. I heard a lot about them in the background, but they were quickly like, oh, we like this, that, and the third. But they never really explain why you need it and how it goes into your workflows. But if you look into a lot of the jobs, they require you to know some of that. And I'm personally not somebody who thinks that it's good to say, oh, I'll learn it later, because it might be a lot more difficult than you think. You never know. Not everything can be learned like in the span of a week or a day, especially not for me. I'm a slow learner, so when school starts, I'm going to be asking a lot of questions. I'm going to interrupt everybody. I don't care. I don't understand anything. There's a lot of stuff to take in, so I'm trying to get as prepared as possible before it starts. I don't need to know how to do everything perfect. I just kind of want to have an idea of what it is. I don't like surprises. I don't want somebody to tell me I need to do a full stack project on day 2. And I'm sitting here like, well, I can do the front end. It won't look good, but I'm not touching the back end. Actually, I'm just gonna quit and go to McDonald's because it ain't gonna work out that way. So, but Lambda's doing a lot of good stuff. They're definitely doing some behind the scenes advancements. things that people are going to be really excited about. Their CEO is actually all over Twitter, so if you ever want to know what a CEO is like, I mean, he puts pretty much everything out there, so you get to actually see what kind of person he is, what he's into, and everything, which is cool because you don't see that very often from a lot of code schools. I don't really like to use the word boot camp for Lambda just because this damn thing is 7 months and they cover things like computer science, and a bunch of other subjects that aren't really touched by a lot of other boot camps. Most of the other boot camps, as far as computer science go, is usually in the pre-work. They'll have you do some computer sciencey thing, but that's about it. They won't actually take the time because they only give the instructors 3 months to actually work you into a software developer or web developer or whatever. They don't put too much emphasis on computer science. As to where Lambda will do like a whole 2 to 3 months of just computer sciencey stuff. Which I think is fantastic. So yeah, that's pretty much an update of what I'm going through. I did try to make a video before with my daughter. She's 4 and crazy and doesn't like to sit still. She starts making fart noises, and good luck getting her to stop making those fart noises because she's not going to do it. So I do got some interesting bloopers on there. Still not sure whether I'm just going to put those up there. And I did get me a whiteboard as well. Let me just move the camera a little bit. Sorry for the light. But I got me a whiteboard over here. And honestly, I thought I was just being a little bit crazy about it when I started asking people whether or not they thought a whiteboard was a good idea. But it turns out a lot of people actually get them, and it helps them get their thoughts in order. It helps them schedule their day, which is what I'm using it for. I learned something about, I was looking up filter and map for JavaScript, and so I wanted to write a few things down, but it's just, where do you write it down? Do you put it in a notebook? Which sometimes I'll write it in a notebook, but notebook's nowhere near me, and I don't like to put them in a text editor and just save them for later because I'm never gonna look at it. I'm never gonna find it. I'd have to load it in and everything. I don't like doing that, so I just put it in my whiteboard. And you can put your notes in and erase things as you want and everything, so it's really convenient. So I recommend everybody get one. These are real cheap. This one I think I got for like $29 from Amazon or something. So yeah, that's my update for today. Next episode will probably happen, I want to say Friday, most likely, after I have that orientation meeting. That way I have something to give you guys. And then day 1 is gonna be on Monday. That's pretty much where nobody else will see me for like 7.5 months. And I'll try to keep you guys updated on what we do on a daily basis from that point. Alright.